And young friends, welcome back to Amity Arena. I'm Porter, and originally I recorded this with live commentary, but apparently my microphone wasn't on. But anyway, this is post commentary. So the Manticore came out a few days ago, so we're gonna look at their stats here. They're a little weird. I was testing them out earlier before I started recording. They're weird in a good way though. So they're a ranged unit that does AOE damage to land units. So they'll start off in the air and then they'll dive bomb down in an AoE, cause AoE damage to stuff. So Manticore Grim are a terrifying mixture of creatures that end up being more than the sum of their parts. Imagine fighting a lion, except the lion can fly and pounce on you from above. Oh, and wait. Even better, this flying lion can pounce on you and poison you with its scorpion tail. What a joy it must be to fight a Manticore. Alright, it can breathe fire too. Forget it. Just run. So there we have it. Manticore are very interesting, Grim. They're interesting, like I said, interesting in a good way. Whereas they'll start off in the air, and then they'll shoot down on stuff that's in within a range of four. No, like under. They have a dash range, right? So imagine that they're aerial dash units, and kind of like Adam or Rwby, right? Anything within that range is going to get pounced on, and anything that is outside or inside of their dash range, they're going to shoot fireballs at. So, if, for example, if you have a squad down below, then they're going to shoot the squad right underneath them. So, also, I got to plug stuff. If you didn't know, Rooster Teeth has this a contest. That's what it's called. So it's the Fan Forge where artists submit their works and the community votes on it, and the ones that have the highest upvotes have a chance to actually have their art, the Rwby art, turned into actual merchandise. So the artist that made the borders for my stream, which I'll show right here, he has his own. He put his own submissions. So if you want to help me help support the artist, you go. I'll put the link down in the description for that. He also put his two works here. I'll show them right here. It's a Cinder one, which is really nice, and then there's this Team Auburn one, which is really nice. So if you want to support me, help me support him. He honestly deserves more more attention and money. So we're going on to our first game here, and all right. Let me tell you right now. The only reason why I won some of these is because Bumblebee she's really good, and I wish that she was, this viable when I first got her. I believe she was the first legendary that I got. So, yeah, you know. But lately, I should have recorded this earlier, like a few days when the Manticore came out, and then went over the Halloween update. But then work was the killer, and then I went to go stream, and then Streamlabs deleted all my stream stuff. So nobody can explain to me how that happened. So, so I just sign in, and then all of my settings are gone, and I have all those hours of work gone, and nobody knows why, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Okay, so our first game here is, I believe I fought this guy, like when I was testing the Manticore before I recorded this video. And did I mention that the Manticore, I should probably level them up, but I'm going to wait until like Maria comes out to level up the Manticore. So this guy likes using Ursa, and a lot of people on ladder like using Ursa, but it's only level 10, so it's not that bad. And Tyrion, let me tell you how much of a pain in the ass Tyrion is. But if the Manticore landed, they're actually susceptible to Tyrion, which is unfortunate, but It makes sense. He also uses King Taijutsu, which is an interesting, very interesting choice. And there goes Tyrion. Bumblebee. Bumblebee is always one of those insta fox cards as soon as you use it, or as soon as you use the skill. Luckily, I was able to use. I was able to catch. Jesus Christ! I was able to catch Bumblebee and the Ursa with my, fox. So that Cinder play was weird. Probably maybe it was a misplay to put, because they basically teleported them in the same spot. He also has Neon, which, right pain in the ass that card is. Everybody here can agree on that.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
I use Bumblebee to dodge the fox skill because I am the best player at this game. And then let's talk about the Manticore's description real quick. So the Manticore says here they have a poisonous sting. Well, it's not, it's not poisonous. That's the thing that pisses me off sometimes. It's not poison if it has to. It's venom. God damn it. No creature injects poison. It's venom. Venom and poison are two different things. Like, come on, stop trying to spread fake news about venom and poison. Poison, I guess poison. I don't know. I don't know why people keep saying poison. Is just because it sounds cooler? I think venom sounds cooler. To be fair.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
And it's a good thing I have both these walls and that Neon, because I was able to block that Ursa. That was completely by accident. I mean, I predicted that, and I am the best player at this game.
Good job.
Luckily, that Ursa wasn't able to do too much damage.
Oh, man, I couldn't.
You get to see the Manticore pouncing down on stuff. And if there's nothing within its fireball range, it'll actually, take back off. Which is very. I was able to dodge the King Taijutsu. What's it called? Pounce tech.
Oh, man, I couldn't.
And at this point, this just comes down to the battle of the bees. So I think he used Raven there because he didn't have anything else to defend or anything else to DPS down in his hand with the Bumblebee. Which that happens sometimes. I use those Cinder abilities because I think that they're going to die anyway, so I might as well try to get some damage out for them.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job. I strike down strong.
And he places the Fox ability a little bit too far ahead.
Oh, man, I couldn't.
There we go. So, yeah. There's this one game, eventually, that shows off Manticore pretty well, I think. Because, with them being rares, they don't have an active ability. Their pound stack's a passive, so. There we have it. And then we're going to go on to game number 2. And there we go. So this second match is against Manny. Manny's pretty good. When I saw who I was fighting against, when I thought my microphone was on, I was like, oh great, I'm gonna lose because this team is very. I don't think it's the best team. It's just something I threw together. It's you know how Amity Arena is. You take a good template for a deck, and then you just use whatever else you want. You got the good 5 units in your main deck, and then the other ones, the other 3 units that you probably aren't going to use. Right?
Nice hustle, Fox.
That's not right.
Good job.
Good 6 units, right? That's what it is. So you can see the Manticore pounce down on the turret. And they get some pretty good damage. Because their fireball's AoE, they're able to attack both the tower, the turret, and the fox. And I have a unnatural fear of
Nice hustle, Fox.
turrets, not gunships, that's what it's called. I probably should have threw the fox down in the back to bait out the bumblebee attack, and then killed the gunship with the lancers. But, you know, look, hindsight 2020, looking back on this, I'm like, wow, I'm really bad at this game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how I win most of these.
I strike from the shadows.
And here I'm in quite the predicament
Nice hustle,
because
Fox. Good job.
Neo, he has the Neo there, and you know how Neo just likes to stab the turret, even though your turret probably is not the one that went down, or the one that shot. But it's fucking, you know, her umbrella. With the health decrease for her shield, it just makes it just so that she's able to more consistently hit the turret. Yeah, but, like, who thought it was a good idea to give her more health? Let me tell you, the only reason why I use her, and I use her when I'm not recording, it's for that awesome Vital Festival tournament skin, which is the best skin in the game, if I do say so myself. And I try to catch both the BP and the fox. Not the fox, B and the...
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Gunship, that's what it's called. With Fox's ability.
Nice hustle, Fox.
So as of right now, I'm just throwing shit down. Hopefully the DPS it down.
I strike from the shadows. Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
When I was practicing earlier, I actually had a time where the Manticore dodged a fox teleport. Not a fox teleport. A fox, you know, the fox ability when they did their dash, which is really cool. So now I'm on complete offensive mode here, so... My only objective is to try to do as much damage to that turret as possible.
I strike from the shadows. I strike from the shadows. Nice hustle, Fox. Oh, man. Good job.
Gunship doesn't make that easy.
Neo, if you would.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
It's a good thing Bumblebee doesn't kill Shadow Blakes with her ability now. I mean, she can snipe Cinders, which is pretty great, but if she could kill Shadow Blakes, that'd be a little broken. Not gonna lie.
Neo, if you would.
And Manny tried to use Cinder to defend from that side, which is interesting because I was actually not even planning on attacking that side with those Cinders. He probably could have sent out his cycle back to the gunners to deal with those Cinders eventually, but... See, Bumblebee takes that game for us. Round 2. Oh boy, so I haven't done any post-commentary in a very long time. It feels weird, you know, because then I'm like, oh hey, you know, I'm like, oh hey, you know, I said this funny thing, I should probably remember to say it, and then I miss my timing to say it, and I'm like, oh great, quick, say something else so so it's not filled with dead air. And then I start panicking. And because, you know, I don't actually write a script whenever I do post-commentary, which is That's something else too. But, you know. So the Halloween event for Amity Arena just ended. So hopefully you were able to go into the plaza. The plaza was open all day, which is great. You were able to go to the plaza and see Rwby. It was also her birthday. And grab you some 500 dust and 300 cookies, both cookies. Hopefully you're able to do that, but unfortunately the event ended a few hours early because the game's clock is coded in a different time zone, UTC, I think. So, you know, what can you do? And this game here, I found out that I have so much inexperience against Sun players that...
I strike from the shadows.
Is this... No, wait, is this a Sun player? I think it is. We'll see.
I strike from the shadows.
Oh, may I cut in?
And my Cinder ability missed some of those Lancers, and I was really confused about that.
Sun's out with his gun.
But yeah, see, this is the Sun player, and I was,
Good job.
like, oh, great, I don't know if I have any answers for that.
Bumblebee! Yes! I strike from the shadows.
If only the Manticore were just a little bit more, had a little bit more health.
Sun's out with his guns out.
I strike from the shadows.
So Sun takes that first tower from me. And, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, because I'm not able to come back from this because I played very terribly.
Oh, may I cut in?
I start to get it together at the end, but then, he's like, oh, surprise peer, and I'm like, oh wow, where'd that come from?
I strike from the shadows. Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
But I think I'll try to explain earlier, later in the video, which you won't be able to hear, but
Sun's out with his
I feel
guns
Manticore are better on defense, and, you know, Postmates wants to send me stuff in the middle of my recording. But, Manticore, I think, are good for defense, because you slam like that, you slam down on stuff, and then be able to start to form a nice counter push.
Y'all win. Work together. I strike from the shadows.
Oh, may I cut in?
I strike from the shadows. 10, 9,
If I didn't
we all win.
panic against the Sun, I probably would have been able to take that second tower. And I didn't use B enough. I think that was my problem. I didn't use Bumblebee enough, which is unfortunate. I think Bumblebee was my first legendary that I got, and I was really excited to get her. You know, I like opened that first crate and like, hey, look, Bumblebee. That's really great. And look, Bad Luck Scorpion. He's good too. I also another Tyrion player, and I always have problems against Tyrion.
Let's do
Yeah, so I got
this.
Bumblebee, and then Ooblik, and then like $600 later, Ice Flower.
Oh, may I cut in?
Neo, if you would.
I strike from the shadows.
Luckily, my Lancers were able to kill that Neo, or break the Neo's shield before Cinder killed them, which is great. They were able to sweep up that defense. And I probably should have waited just a tiny bit more in order for Yang to get, or Bumblebee rather, to get more damage on. But then he's using Hazel, which is a really big surprise. I think this might be one of the first times that I've encountered an enemy Hazel.
Let's do this.
I strike from the shadows. Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
And here I'm thinking that I could use Fox to sweep up the defense. Luckily, I predict the Tyrion, and I try to save my Shadow Blake with Fox, but his ability came out too fast. And as you can see, Manticores, they sweep up the baby Deathstalkers.
Neo, if you would.
Anything that does that's all right in my book, right?
I strike from the shadows.
Let's do this.
Luckily, I'm able to dodge Neo's attack on my Shadow Blake. And there, see, right there, that's when they start taking poison damage. And they take a lot of it, too, because they're, they don't have any health. But Wall is Hazel's worst enemy. Because he can't run to his target. And it's unfortunate, but I know how that feels. Look at that! We had like 50 things shooting at her. But apparently my turret was the one that broke her umbrella.
As you wish.
Oh, may I cut in?
And Hazel can beat the shit out of anything.
Let's do this.
Whatever is stun locked. No, that's what this right here is when I thought I was going to lose because of the Neo.
As you wish.
I'm going to use this opportunity to do some extra damage. Since he sent out Hazel early to try to kill my Shadow Blakes, that's when I sent out Bumblebee to try to take his tower. Or his turret, or whatever it's called. But yeah, I'm probably going to get more Manticore #bars when Maria comes out. If you didn't know, she's coming out soon. So hopefully I'll be able to upgrade both the Manticore and Maria. One can dream, right? And I think this is the last
From
game.
the shadows. Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
You see, as soon as the game starts, everything, all the aura, right now, which, those kind of tactics work if the thing you need to defend against them is like all the way at the bottom of the pool, of your card pool, your deck, whatever it's called. It's like starting off when the opponent starts off with Ice Flower and Bale Pack, and like, oh look, your wall is all the way at the bottom of the. You need to cycle through every card in the game in order for, the thing that you need to not take damage.
I strike from the shadows.
Oh, may I cut
That's our
in?
next mission.
Nevermore. Alright, Shadowblade works really well against Nevermore. It's crazy. He just fires a little bit too slow. And I'm always caught off guard on the range of the gunship because I'm thinking, oh hey, you know, I could just drop my wall here and my turret can shoot at it, but then that's not the case. That's not what happens. He reveals he has the Ursa right here.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
I see it perfectly planned.
Oh, may I cut in? Oh, may I cut in?
Then I remember the range in the gunship, so then I placed the wall correctly. But yeah, unfortunately, Manticore out of field. But they are too great against AKs, at least not yet.
7, 6, Bumblebee! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go, see? So that opponent, he spent all of his aura right at the start. I mean, I know I'm guilty of that too sometimes, but it's like, you know, sometimes you just have I say sometimes a lot, but you have to get a feel for what your opponent is using, because you use all your aura and then what? Your opponent defends it, you know, then what? Now you're behind an aura and now you're scrambling to try to defend against their push, and it's like, you know, real monsters. Remember that show? Well, there we go. So Manticore, they're going to be really great when you level them up eventually, you know, in 3 months. They're not, I don't think they're broken. I'm pretty sure they're not. So, and so since Halloween's over, I don't need to use that Halloween skin anymore. Well, I probably still should, but that Atlas skin is just really nice. So I think that's going to do it for today. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter and go to the Amity Arena library because they have all the stats on the Manticore here. As soon as it came out, it was pretty great. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch where I stream. Maybe, I don't know anymore. I just have to put up all those streaming stuff back again, and that's going to take hours. It's going to take far too long, and I don't want to do it. But oh well. And don't forget to support that artist. He's really great. And he deserves all the support we can give him. So I'm Porter, and this is my favorite video on Stadell.